So I just got the phone call off with Firestone, and like I left town, and you should watch my videos on that, and I came to the conclusion I am not dead. Not even, and this is just body movements. It's just people being able to control my body. But so I left town and stuff like that, and came back, you know, and I took it into Firestone because my coolant is leaking. And I know for a while I've been needing a new car, but people have been making it into something else. And that's why I'm like, call up cons with the police department, because, you know, they're the police and they need to run this town with law and order, you know. So I'm just like, leprechauns, you know. And so but been needing a new vehicle, but with like everything that's going on, and people love to make stuff into things, and I'm just like, you know, kind of thing like that. Like I wanted to go and get my back looked at, like chiropractor. Like I feel like my chiropractor was like my back is fine, but it's the fact that I want to like go in and get it like adjusted and stuff. And people are like, oh, you have a weak back, and then I turned it into like this whole thing about like job security and stuff, and I'm just like, I just want to go and see my chiropractor. That's all I want. And they just like, but totally off subject. So I came back, and Firestone's been like dealing with it, you know, for a while, and they're like my place that I go to, and I've been going to them for years, you know, and they are dealing with like the plugger issue, and then the magnets and the strings and those spider web and all that stuff, you know, kind of thing like that. And I got off the phone, and he like gave me a list of things that's wrong with my car, and I have known that I needed to get a new car, but like my thing is like, I need a steady income. I need to like make sure that my car isn't gonna get chipped. Like there's a whole bunch of things that I need to know before I buy a car, you know, and I need to be able to afford it, you know, because it's gonna be car payments. I'm not rich, you know. I'm gonna have a car payment on this, you know, once I buy a car, you know, kind of thing like that. And even if I don't, you know, then I still need to rebuild savings, and now I have to like go into like this big huge story about savings and why we need to save money and why going into debt is bad and stuff like that. And so I need to like start doing that, you know. Now I need to start getting back into storytelling, so chapter books yippee on money. So, and then we can get into Canadian money and Russian money and Mexico money and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, Ross Dress for Less is taking Mexico currency now. I just found that out last week. It was Canadian, and now they do Mexican and Canadian currency. Totally off subject, but just let you guys know, if you come into town and you don't have USA dollars, come to us. We'll take care of you. But so I can get into that. But it has nothing to do with the United States debt. You know, it has nothing to do with the United States debt. And then I'm struggling because now I'm going to have to get into like Russia and Chinese money. And then that has something to do with the US debt, you know. But I'm just like a little citizen way down here that doesn't understand why I can't increase my followers, you know. And I'm just like, obviously I'm dealing with like security and blocking issues, or I would have more followers, which means the US debt would make a lot more sense on why I would be talking about it, you know. But either way, I'm gonna be on savings if I buy a new car. So retirement. One day we're gonna get old, you know. It is 2026, it's not 2025 anymore. Next year is gonna be 2027, which means we're gonna get 1 year older. And one day we're gonna stop working, and hopefully we have enough money in savings that we can live off of. If not, we will have to get a job to pay our bills, and then hopefully we don't get sick or too old that we can't move, because that does happen. Because once we stop being able to pay our bills and we're that old and we can't move, it's time to retire our body, which means we have to die. And hopefully, if you live a good enough life, you get a new body. If not, I don't know. So I'm on savings. We gotta save money.